Here's a question. Can you, as a voiceover, as a voice actor, be your own coach, your own teacher? Well, think about it this way. If you practice the wrong things over and over again, you will only get better at what you're not good at. It's like playing the piano. You teach yourself something in the wrong way, it becomes a habit that you're more likely to replicate. And this is precisely the reason why you should not be your own coach. You'll never progress past the level of your own incompetence. Instead, you keep on repeating the same mistakes because you don't know any better. And quite often, people don't know what they don't know either. Secondly, you cannot be objective about your own performance. It's impossible. You do not see and hear yourself the way others see and hear you. It's a biological impossibility. Lastly, we either tend to be harder on ourselves and frustrate our progress, or we tend to see ourselves in a more positive light, which gives us the false impression that we're better than we really are. A while ago, I worked with a very talented student who was her own worst critic. Every time she started recording, her internal dialogue told her she wasn't good enough. She did not deserve to be successful. And this, of course, distracted her, and she started making mistakes, which confirmed her negative self-image. And the very same day, I worked with a young guy who thought he was God's gift of voiceovers. Compared to the self-critical student I had earlier that day, he was overly confident and not very open to feedback. I mean, if you think you're doing well, why make any changes? Why even work with a coach if you think you know everything? Both voiceovers were sabotaging their progress in different ways. My job as the coach was to bring my overly confident student down to earth and to lift my self-critical student up so she would start believing in herself. Any performance, whether on stage, in a sports stadium, or in a studio, always starts between the ears. It's an unspoken aspect of our business. You know, we'd rather talk about buying a new and better microphone than about getting into a more positive mindset. I don't even know why that is. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, it is this. If you wish to have a sustainable career in voiceover, you have to be mentally strong. You have to know how to deal with disappointment and uncertainty. You have to have a spine when dealing with difficult clients, and you have to be able to pick yourself up when you're feeling down. Because it can get lonely in the studio, you know. Don't ever think you have to walk this road alone. So find yourself a supportive coach. It will make all the difference.